Good afternoon. Your day is going to continue to be wonderful, productive, life-changing, and if it is not, you are going to make it so because it can always be worse. Excuse my hair, I've been out and about in this heat for 4 hours. So it's been 10 days living in my car, and I've officially decided, based on just about the only spot that I can get, to park it and not be bothered or not have people ridiculously nosy and think they're like the cops, is at my best friend's place in Homestead. But the problem with that is there's no shade and the sun beats down on the car, which is why I've been at the park in Cutler Bay for the last 3 hours. And this park, as in like the parking lot, is not necessarily connected to the park itself. So they did cut off the park, like they put the caution tape around it, but they didn't do it with the parking lot. So I assumed it was fine, and I've been there for a few hours, and like I've seen nosy people walk by, but I haven't seen the cop come by. So I'm assuming it's not an issue. And the maintenance people were there too. They told people who were on the park to leave, but they didn't say anything to me. But so this is the guy. Let's see if I can see him right there. I hope he saw it. That was the second guy during the time that I'm parked needed to sit and watch me. I don't know how long he was watching me for, but he was watching me so hard. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it seems like when people stare at you for a long time, at some point you do look directly at them and your body like automatically know what's happening, because when I looked at him, I already had an attitude on my face. But there was a second guy who was like right across from the car, and he would just do long amounts of staring at me, like confidently, to the point where for a second I thought he was looking past my car because there's an apartment complex behind me. But then I realized, no, but he's really staring at me. So the second time around, I gave an attitude, like a face attitude. The third time around, I was just like, what? But anyways, I guess that's part of living in your car. So the setup I have is, this is my second time I live in my car. And the reason I'm living in my car, and I think I mentioned it before, is because my landlord was illegally subleasing to me, and the management found out and gave me 15 days to move out. So with moving before, I knew if I did all the packing necessary for moving and try to find something, replacement efficiency, within that time, and just do those things along with working 2 jobs, I would get stressed out. So I decided I was just going to leave my car, and if it was too much, then I would go ahead and do a motel, hoping that it would be cheaper, even with the weekly stays, so that way I can go ahead and replace my transmission, then find an efficiency, hopefully that's $600, and then stop working 2 jobs and go back to school. This epidemic has definitely changed those things, especially since the parks are closed, because the initial plan was to park at a very big park by the water, meaning a lot of breeze. I mean, I only went there once or twice, and I wasn't able to really explore the park, but I was able to assess at least that. So of course, with it being closed, I don't have that option, and then with me miscalculating what day the 15th landed on, I end up having to use a storage unit in Homestead instead of Kendall, which would have put me closer to work and the park. So that would decrease my travel time for both jobs and increase sleep time, hopefully. Increase of sleep time hasn't happened. I'm assuming it's mostly because of the distance, being that the storage unit is in Homestead, and then this whole epidemic, and like contemplating whether I should buy quarantine food was a whole stressful hassle in itself. So finally accepted that I need to buy that. I bought that a few days ago, but really not in a swing yet, right? And usually I try to wait until I get into a swing before I make a next change. But the sun, man, and that's the logical aspect. But I know there's a physical aspect of me that I need to make sure I am assessing. For the first time, was able to get as much things done as possible, and not go to sleep at 10 like I planned, but at least 11:38 or 12 it was yesterday. And I woke up like an hour or two later, drenched in sweat and entirely miserable and uncomfortable. So I hit up my best friend and was like, hey, yo, can I sleep on the couch? Because I just cannot. I'm going to Walmart right now because I have to pee. I'll end the video and then start back up once I get in the car, because I'm just not for talking in the store. I want to get in and get out. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people. Isn't there a stop sign? Oh well, there's not a stop sign for me, so you just have to wait. The setup is bed in the back. These are multiple improvements based on my first time living in my truck. So bed in the back. The plan was to not put anything in the back at all, so it can stay clean as possible. Currently I have the bed folded in half, so I can put everything I have in the front seat in the back seat, because I am going to go pick up my laptop today. Refurbished laptop. I finally got some Jamaican cuisine that I've been craving for months now. The plan was to get it the other night on my birthday, but of course, by the time I was able to order, there wasn't a lot of those restaurants open that did pick up from like delivery people. So finally got some. It's the Jamwalk restaurant in Goose. Now I'm going to go pay my AmScot bill. Whew, it's hot. Contents of my front seats. So I have a bag for dirty clothes. As much as I would love to go to the storage unit every day and put my dirty clothes in my basket, it just doesn't make any sense. So what was I saying? I have a bag for my week's worth of clothes, and then I put like daily bottles and products I'm going to be using throughout the week in that bag, along with my socks. And then I have a bag of content that holds the additional bottles and anything that I might need for work that I don't use on a daily basis, but I might need. Oh, I have a tray for when I want to eat something, in case any crumbs happen. It just falls in the tray. Container up here, a small container. I have my case of water down on the floor, and I only bought that based off suggestion because I totally got used to buying the jugs. Have my umbrella like literally not jammed, but like set between the frame of the car and the door. And I think that's it. Along with like throughout the day, I'll be having my lunch bag and my mini book bag, which is basically my purse. I am passing where I need to turn, trying to drive fast. Gosh, that's why you shouldn't drive fast, people. So yeah, this is basically where all the stuff that I use on a daily, weekly basis is put. Can I make this turn? I think I can make the turn. Okay, I made it. Yeah, I put everything up here. Everything that I'm using, whether it's changing my clothes or whatever, I put it in the front seat. And I have how many sheets? 3 sheets and 4 blankets and a comforter back there for cushion. And then I have 4 pillows as a gap filler for create like a bed, which I just remembered. Another small pillow to put in the nook of the front seat and the frame of the car, so that way my foot can like be propped on it. because like if I lay flat and even if I prop the pillow up a little bit on this side of the car, it's still not like enough length for me to stretch out. I'm trying to keep it where I'm not moving the front seat forward like I did before, but I think that's inevitable. Maybe if I just push it forward, it'll give me more room and I might not need another pillow. I haven't tried it because honestly, almost every time going to sleep, I've been so tired that I just didn't have the energy or care to try it. I just have my knees all bent up, which is horrible. So I'm going to stop by a park and hopefully I can find a shaded car spot where there's a lot of wind and I can sit and enjoyingly eat my meal. So the contents of the trunk is a cooler. I think it's 50 quarts or something like that. A cooler, like an $80 cooler, expensive cooler. A cooler, a jug, a 5-gallon gas tank, a tool carrying item with like liquids that I might need for my car, and whatever else that I might need for the car, cleaning wires and all that good stuff. And then I also have a foldable table that I was hoping I would be able to use once I bought a chair, which I keep forgetting to buy, by being able to like sit outside if I don't want to be in my car and not be able to get like the full length of the wind. I'm trying to see if people are at the park. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be in the park, which is closed, but people have been going in the park. People are at the park again. They do not care. So behind that, I have a small little bin that holds like my crackers, oatmeal pie, bread, collapsible eating items, wine glass. Like, now that I think about it, I want some wine with this food. But I'm not driving to my friend's place and back to the park, so that's not happening. Keep my gym bag on top of that bin. I have another bin for just my underwear. And I have other snacks like crackers and cashews. A portable battery, which was like $40, but now that I think about it, I think I want to buy the $90 one because it has a burner spot and I have a power inverter, so I can possibly put that in and plug in whatever I need to plug in into that portable battery. Surprisingly, it's not that much bigger than the $40 one. Hopefully I can find the receipts, so I'm not spending $120, just 40 extra more. Oh, I forgot to go to Amscot. Oh my gosh. And that's because Amscot is after the park I'm at right now. I'm gonna eat first, so just in case if I go and I come back, I don't lose the spot. I have my pads back there, and I need to put the other one in my quarantine bin that I bought, like double of everything. I have a jug of water that I bought this week for Aaron's Day, and I think that's everything in the back. In my gym bag, the contents of my gym bag is my towel once I put it on here to air dry, my shower cap once I put it on the seat to air dry, my shower body wash, my mouthwash, my toothbrush within the container, my face wash, my toothpaste, my lotion, because I'm trying to get back into like lotion in my body every time I shower. There's a guy running with his shirt off. I think that's, I have my sandals, which I specifically put it in there for when I go to the gym for like shower shoes, but I'm going to do that now because I'm tired of stepping out the shower and stepping on my daily sandals. I have a organizer, I guess. It's basically a two-piece. It's one of those $10 organizers from Walmart in the auto section. But what I hold in here is my spray bottle of rubbing alcohol, my spray bottle of hydrogen peroxide, since I went to multiple stores multiple days and could not find any rubbing alcohol, my scissors, headphones, sun visors, gloves, face masks, and in the little pockets I have battery, 2 types of pads, teeth whitener, and below that I have my eye mask, my little mini alarm clock. Sometimes I fight after waking up, but if I have 2 loud alarm clocks, most likely that would be like, okay, you jarred awake, you don't really have an option. I have more pads down there. I have my earmuffs, thinking if I'm sleeping in a location that might get loud, I could put my headphones on and my earmuffs should hold it in place, and that should help me sleep through the night. The only problem with that I just remembered is most likely it's a possibility that they can come off, and then I won't hear the alarm because the phone would still be connected to the headphones, and then the little mini alarm wouldn't be enough. So I gotta do a test run on that. In my doors, like the little pockets, I have my 3rd pair of glasses. I also have my speaker in here, medicine just in case. I have my daily perfume because my work perfume is in my bag. I have in the middle console hand sanitizer, my 2nd backup deodorant and moisturizer, a little mini book that I was going to use for my car maintenance logging, but keep forgetting. What else do I have here? My foot spray, because when I bought these shoes, I don't know what it was with the mixture of my skin or sweating and the material, but it stunk after the first wear. So I sprayed that, and it surprisingly, I only use it like 4 times. I don't really like using products unless I need to, especially if it's not like natural products. Oh yeah, over there I have my gel strips, because these are all gel stickers. I have an extra plastic spoon. I have my hair bows, my extra sticky note, and I think, oh, deodorant. Yeah, my regular size deodorant. Yep, I think that's a whole car tour. It kind of looked a mess because I had to put everything back there, because supposedly I was supposed to get a laptop that I paid $200 down for like 2 days ago, and now it's, oh, I'm not getting the part until Monday. Anyways, let's talk about real quick my phone hassle. I have this wonderful baby, which is also a charger, a wireless charger. It's pretty dope. I think it was like $20 at Walmart. And when I had my other phone case, the blue one that held like 2 cards, no issues. Oh, my lips look horrible. Well, that's okay. It's seen worse. Oh yeah, keep this in between the frame of the armrest and the brake handle thing that you pull up. So with this whole epidemic going on, I decided, let me pull out my phone case that comes with a clip, so I'm not like constantly digging in my pocket and dirtying up whatever is in my pocket. But with that phone holder, it's too wide. At some point it did stay on, but I think it was just how I angled it. I don't think I would be able to do a video if I kept it like how I had it. So I was like, okay, I have this phone holder. This clips onto whatever you want it to clip onto, and this is the phone holder. Maybe I can just use that for most of the videos. But then I was like, no, because this is mostly for the bag. I don't want to constantly keep moving things. And then I broke 2 pieces of it, as you can see. So I'm like, all right, Samantha, how about you just get another phone case, and see if it's smaller and can fit. First of all, also get another phone holder, because that clip only works with that bulky case. So got the phone holder, $2 more than $2 or $3 more than the sign said, but I didn't realize that until I walked to the front of the store. So it's whatever. I'm hot. So got the phone holder. Now there is the phone, this, right? I made sure before changing the phone case that the phone holder fits this new setup. Before I even put my, remove my own old card holder on this phone case and put the new phone holder onto it. So I'm like, all right, cool, it fits, I'm not gonna add it onto it. But I didn't think about checking that phone holder for the car. So I got into the car, I'm like, oh my freaking gosh. Saw one problem and there's another one. It's at Walmart. It's like a furry phone holder like this long. There's a sticky piece, and then there's a furry part that comes up like probably that tall. So didn't fit. So I'm like, all right, I'm at Walgreens trying to get, what was I trying to get? More Robin alcohol, which they turned out not having, although they told me like 2 days ago to come 5 a.m. Friday morning. So I'm like, all right, let me just get this. This is definitely thinner. And I had bought another one of these because I'm like, I might as well just replace it. But then I thought to myself, it actually still works. If I move the card too much, it does fall. So that there is the possibility that if I'm laying down and I've set this up to watch TV, it can fall on my face or jolt in the car and then probably being noticed by anybody that could be walking by, right? So I bought another one of those, and then I bought this, forgetting that I bought that. And when I got into the car, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can just use the holding piece and put it onto the phone holder for the car, and that should be enough. Now, I didn't like the fact that when I did it with that one, the phone ended up not tilting like this, but then at some point it just tilted to the point where it just wasn't a cute angle, like, at all. And I think it was hard for me to even do GPS. So I shouldn't be tired. I mean, I did sleep only like 3 hours. But yeah, that's the story of what I went through. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, everything can always be worse. Try your best to improve on a daily basis. You'll never go far if you are constantly doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same results. Bye.